This is the beautiful motivational story. This is the story that teaches you that life gives you a second chance. So stay until last and learn the truth. Life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes we stumble, we fall, and we feel like giving up. But what if life gives you a second chance? A chance to rise, to rewrite your story, and to become stronger than before. This is a story of resilience, hope, and transformation. Once upon a time, a man named David Reeves, mid-30s, sits hunched over on a sagging couch. He stares at a crumpled letter in his trembling hands. His face is gaunt, hollow. Shadows cling to his features. On the coffee table, empty beer bottles, unopened bills, eviction notice. His phone lies face down, its screen dark, but the voicemail icon blinks. Missed calls, dozens of them. A crack of thunder. David's grip tightens around the letter. He slowly unfolds it. Final notice. Failure to remit payment will result in legal action. Court appearance mandatory. His breathing grows ragged. He's out of time. A faint laugh echoes in his memory, distant yet sharp. A flashback flickers to life. Flashback. A life he lost. Once David lives in a big city. A luxury penthouse. Alina, radiant and full of warmth, twirls their 6-year-old son Liam in the air. Laughter fills the space like a melody. David, in a pristine designer suit, sits at his desk, face bathed in the glow of his laptop screen. Alina, David, put work away, just for tonight. David, I can't. Big meeting tomorrow. Liam, but Daddy, you promised. A hesitation, so small, so fleeting. David sighs, but doesn't close the laptop. David, I'll make it up to you, buddy. Elena's smile fades. Liam lowers his head. The memory distorts, flickers, then vanishes. Back in the present, David's hands shake. He lets out a shuddering breath and squeezes his eyes shut. Lightning flashes, illuminating the wreckage of his life. He reaches for a bottle of pills on the table, his fingers tightening around the cap. But his grip falters. A gust of wind rattles the window. The city outside feels vast, indifferent. David gets up, slowly, like a man carrying the weight of his own collapse. He grabs his coat and walks out into the storm. Once, David Reeves had it all. Success, wealth, a loving family. A tech entrepreneur on the rise. But success became an obsession. He neglected Elena and Liam, prioritizing deals over dinners, profits over people. Then came the fraud scandal. A bad partnership with Richard Gray, a charming but ruthless investor, left him ruined. Millions vanished overnight. His company collapsed. Investors sued. Employees turned against him. The worst blow, Elena leaving. Elena, packing a suitcase. You were never here, David. And now, you expect me to stay while we lose everything? David, I can fix this, I just need time. Elena, Liam needs a father, not a ghost. She walks out. He doesn't chase her. Now David is penniless, drowning in debt, rejected at every job interview. The court's deadline looms, pay or face jail. That stormy night, he walks aimlessly, lost in his thoughts, until he finds himself at a bridge. The river below roars like his own failures. His mind whispers, this is the only way. But then, old man, thinking of giving up? David turns. An old man, wrapped in a tattered coat, stands nearby. His piercing eyes seem to see right through him. David, I lost everything. The old man smiles. Life never takes everything. It always leaves you with something, a second chance. David scoffs. Fairy tales. The old man hands him a folded note. Old man, find the answer before it's too late. David unfolds the note. One word, tomorrow. The next morning, he wakes unsure if the encounter was real. He steps outside, just in time to see a car lose control. He rushes forward. An elderly woman, Martha, grips the steering wheel, shaken. Martha, thank you. I don't know what I would have done. David helps her home. Out of gratitude, she offers him a job at her struggling cafe. At first, he resents it. A former CEO, now a delivery boy, but hunger forces him to accept. The cafe becomes his quiet redemption. David, once arrogant, now listens to customers' stories. He watches people fight their own battles, survive their own losses. He starts fixing the cafe's finances, helping Martha without realizing he's helping himself. One night, Martha sits with him after closing. "Martha, I lost my husband. Our family business crumbled. Thought my life was over." "David, how did you move on?" "Martha, by realizing I still had time to change my story." For the first time, David wonders, maybe his story isn't over either. One day, Richard Gray walks into the cafe. David freezes, the man who ruined him. Richard doesn't recognize him at first, but David seizes the moment. Instead of lashing out, he calmly pitches an idea, a company that helps struggling small businesses like Martha's. Richard laughs coldly. "Richard, you? After everything?" David doesn't flinch. He lays out his plan with quiet confidence. Richard sees a flicker of the brilliant businessman David once was. "Richard, I'll invest, on one condition, something off the books." David hesitates. The easy way tempts him. But then he looks around, at Martha, the cafe, the life he's rebuilt, and he refuses. "David, I won't make the same mistake twice." Richard smirks. "Then we have nothing to talk about." He leaves. David exhales. For the first time in years, he feels free. David launches his business the right way. No shortcuts, no corruption. He hires those society overlooked. Ex-cons, single parents, the homeless. Word spreads, investors take notice. His company thrives. One evening in his new office, there's a knock at the door. He turns. "Elena, I heard what you've done." She watches him, cautious. She doesn't say, "Take me back." Instead, she asks, "Who are you now?" David doesn't plead. David, a man who got a second chance. A small smile flickers on her lips. Then, a voice calls behind her. "Liam, Dad, can we go home now?" David kneels, pulling his son into a fierce embrace. "David, yes, we're going home." In the distance, the old man watches. He smiles, then vanishes into the night.